Isabel, the Witch from Cleveland. How are you guys today? It is Wednesday. It's going on 9 o'clock. I am smoking everything. Smoking it all. Okay. Yeah. I got stuff on my desk, on my table here that I want to take off before we get started. Let's see. Just make sure scrying cleanse, smoke cleanse, the scrying stuff. My bottle, water, scrying mirrors, crystal balls, fluids, anything fluid. Love in my coffee, love in my water. How are you? Yeah, get you all smoky. There we go. All right then. So, put that in my little Buddha there. Alright, I want to get all the stuff that does not belong on this table when I'm doing reading off. That just does not belong. Hello! Hi, Jim. How are you? Alright. Let's see. That's numbers. I can stay. These can go. Don't fall off. Alrighty. What in the world? Get off of there. I'm good today. I'm doing a lot better today than I was yesterday. So, okay. So, I want to start by telling you about this crazy dream that I had. Yesterday was a mess. I think everybody had something going on. It was one of those Tuesdays. Let's see. So I got a whole crap ton of numbers I haven't even looked up. I haven't even looked up my dream yet either. So, because it was a big dream and it was a lot. And I'm still trying to figure out the name of that. It's kind of like set in a city like Gotham. Number 5. And everything was weird. Even the money was like $30 bills, and the coins were weird. Picking up all the coins was weird, and yeah, I know. Everybody was dressed like it was the 50s. And yeah, the buses looked like the Batman's car, only buses. And then there were people driving cars that looked like stacked stones with windows and steering wheels in them. It was just weird. So, yeah. But I didn't finish, unfortunately. I wanted to read it to you guys tonight and tell you about the definitions, but I didn't finish it. I ended up running Papa out for a little while, and I didn't get home in time to finish it. So, yeah. So we're going to do some tarot as usual, do some talking. Anything you want to know, go ahead and ask me. If I don't know, it will challenge me to go find the answers. So let's do it. We got number 5. The card is freedom, curiosity, and change. A desire to have new adventures and explore new possibilities. The 5 senses, 5-pointed star, the symbol of faith, the 5 elements of the universe. What is she really thinking? Okay, if I know who's we're talking about. Who are we talking about? I'm just thinking, why the hell haven't I got another card yet? Oh, okay. All right. Well, okay, we're not getting another car. Freedom, curiosity, and change. All right. And then I had a whole bunch of numbers when I went out with Pal that just, I didn't even get to those either. I didn't have time when I got home. So I'm kind of just sitting here empty with nothing. With nothing. I can tell you, did I write that down? Did I write it down? Or did I talk about it already? Oh. A coworker I'm having a conflict with, unclear signals, hostility, relationship sort of. By the way, the ding with my message is a bit loud. I don't know how to turn that down, babe. That's the problem. I don't know how to turn that down. So let me check here. Check. No, clear chat. What? Let's see. Chat highlights, chat appearance. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. Let's see. Try the desktop audio a little bit. Would that help? All right, I turned them down a little bit. Did that help? Oh no. Not closing dockable window. Jeez. Docs menu bar. Shit. Oh, I just screwed that up. Where's the menu bar? Okay, so I just shut off chat like a dingbat. Oh. Yeah, I can't see you. Menu bar, file, edits, view. Docs. Put chat back on. Thank you. There we go. There you are. I figured it out. I didn't need Papa to do it for me. No. Let's see. I hope so. I don't know how else to get it turned down. turn that down just a little bit more. I hope that works. Okay. Oh, I did this meditation the other day with one of my favorite tarot workers on YouTube. My brain just went blank. On YouTube, and it was her doing first the medicine bowl, and making the sound with the medicine bowl, and then she switched over to just tapping the drum. And during that, she was leading us in a meditation to see a past life, to see if the drum can lead us to a past life and follow the sound of the drum. And I'm listening to the drum and I'm watching soldiers back in, I think, the Roman days, going down the side. You know how they cut into side of mountains for a pathway to go down the mountain? That's what it was, with fancy cut railings in the stone and everything. And then I go from just watching them to turning into the old woman, who was an old beggar woman sitting on the side in this little alcove kind of thing, watching the soldiers go by as the soldiers are looking at her going down. And then we get down, and then I'm a priestess. And all of these soldiers and everything are coming down, and I'm on the sand watching Isis, the Egyptian goddess, dance. And she's dancing to the drum, and she's giant, bigger than the pyramids. I mean, just so big. And the sun's going down behind her, and she's dancing, she's belly dancing, and you can see all the feathers and all of that coming down. And she's in her little sandals and the whole thing, and she's dancing and dancing and dancing. And you could see how short the pyramids were on the side next to her body. And she's just kind of translucent, blending into the sunrise as you can see her dancing. And I'm down there leading worship to her. And I figured out, because it has come up to me several times, I figured out that this is the goddess that I'm supposed to be looking into. This is the deity that I'm supposed to be working with. So I haven't started yet. I need to know a lot more before I start to worship anyone. I mean, it's not going to be worshiping, it's going to be working with. I know, it was awesome just to see it. And the drumming sound was coming from a drum that was placed in a rock where the water was dripping, and you could hear the drum just dripping on it. Yes, it is. It's a great connection, and I love it. And it's funny, being a water sign, being a Cancer and having so many water signs. My moon, my sun, everything are all water signs, which explains why I'm such a crazy emotional person. Because water is emotions. It works with the moon and the changing of the moon and everything. So your emotions change with the waves, with the moon, with the water. But the water hitting the drum, just dripping, hitting the drum that she's dancing to. And she is a goddess. She's an Egyptian goddess. That's all sand and all of that with a water
sign and for the water to be dripping to the drum was just iconic. I loved it. Um, so I'm going to be looking more into this. It's going to be great. And let me let Johnny and Boo Boo know I'm online real quick. I keep saying my kids' names. Stemming. Okay. Oh, that sounds great. That does sound like a good time. I love that kind of stuff when I was younger, climbing up the rocks and jumping down the waterfalls and, standing under a waterfall while it's coming down on your head. And that was always fun. And I always was a water baby when I was a kid. I would go swimming. You know how they had the neighborhood pools? I would go swimming like every day during the summer. I was in a pool. Um, take long baths, long showers until I turned into a prune, that kind of stuff. I just loved water. And I love the ocean. I love the lake. So I'm not really sure what else to talk about. Let's see. Prune, yes. Yes, exactly. Prune toast is exactly how you know you had a good time. Okay, so I'm kind of stuck, And there was the other dream I could tell you about. This one. I was in a mansion. One of those old world mansions with all the wood and the carvings and the whole thing. The place was huge. Excuse my burping. The place was huge. And everybody's trying to kill each other. We find one body over here and another body over there. Yeah. Hi, how are you? Hi, Violet Shades. Thank you for joining our chat. Um, and then anyway, bodies are dropping everywhere. And here they had invited all these different mafia mob families to this party. And everybody's dressed again in the 50s styles and all of that. And we're finding dead bodies, and I'm walking with this lady, and then everybody starts to go upstairs because they don't want to be down here with this. And then somebody flies off the balcony, and he's dead. And then we go outside, and there's people standing there, and they're talking. And then this white car comes up and runs all three of them over, and gets out of the car like it's nothing. And I'm serious. This was a really, really frightening dream. I saw spirituality in the tags. I've been learning a lot about this world to the point where the ones I used to love get scared of me. Hopefully, it's a safe place to stay. Yes, this is a safe place for you, dear. My kids just think I'm nuts. um, let's see. So mansion was you feel like you are in a rut. It's also about great potential and growth that you got to a point where you had this grand mansion. Old something in life you need to replace. Mob, as in mobsters, be more assertive and take control of your life. Mafia was experiencing inner conflict. Hitman was aspect you are desperately trying to rid yourself of. Killer is purification and healing process. You are standing up for yourself and putting a dramatic end to something. Killing is killing off all of the old parts or old habits that you no longer wish to have, and feeling let down a bit. Car, the ability to navigate from one stage of your life to the other. Hit by a car is lifestyle beliefs or goals that are in conflict with each other. White, which is the color of the car, was reawakening or a fresh outlook on life. It also means blank slate. The hat, which is like the woman that I was with was wearing this fancy hat that kind of went, the sheer part went over her eyes. From the old movies. Um, that your attitude about roles and responsibilities in your waking life. And then balcony is a desire to be seen, noticed, a higher status or prestige. So that was pretty on point, actually. I do need to be more assertive and take more control and more action. I've been kind of lazed about and laid back about too much. Do you know about subconscious and how it connects to the mind and how you can cause miracles in your life or other people's lives? I also apologize if I type too much. No, that's fine. That's fine. I am learning about the subconscious and how it relates to that and manifesting aspects of your life. I do know that when you're manifesting, you want to bring your energy field up to where you want it to be. If you're manifesting, you want to be a millionaire, how would you feel as a millionaire? You need to make yourself, that energy, come up to that point of where you were as a millionaire, how you would feel, how you would present yourself. And then you have to present yourself that way. You have to, walk the walk and talk the talk kind of thing. And the subconscious, as it, like dreams, for example, and how it connects to the mind. When you're asleep, your subconscious can't lie to you. It only knows truth. It only knows what it sees and how it sees it. So you do have, in your dreams, a lot of truths will come to you. A lot of truths will come to you. So if you're having problems figuring things out or something. So what I want to say is I can't share too much, but I was in the hospital and I was telling the truth 100% of the time while I was there, and no one in my family at all knew anything I said. I mentioned subconscious because I'm starting to do things that would sound like I'm crazy. It depends on what you're doing, sweetheart. But I mean, if you're not doing anything that hurts you or hurts anybody else, don't worry about it. Don't worry that people are going to call you crazy because you're not doing things the way they would do them. Okay? And it's your life and you live it your way. As far as I'm concerned, don't let anybody tell you who to be and how to be it. Okay? Um you're welcome. If you can control the weather, that's good. I've been trying to break clouds and stuff myself, and I haven't been able to do that yet. But if you have more control over things around you, that's fantastic. That's good. That's good. Use what you got, honey. Because I would consider that a gift, not a crazy thing. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That comedy movie with George Clooney where they would break clouds and stuff like that, that was actually a thing. That was after real things and real people. Real people can do things like this. They just hide them most of the time because people will call them crazy or, you know, think there's something wrong with them. And I'm totally not that person. You're not going to hear that from me. If you have gifts, use them. Be grateful for them. Be grateful that, you know, and you show gratefulness for them by using them. By using them. And using them for to do good things and help people would be fantastic. So don't let people tell you you're crazy because people wake up from going through traumatic events in hospitals and can talk other languages and uh, do things that they couldn't do before. Can all of a sudden math geniuses that can understand the whole galaxy. And I mean, there's just so many things that is in the brain that is just locked in there. And you were probably born with an ability to do these things. And as you got older and were told how to be and who to be it got buried. So traumatic events have done this. Have done this. Exactly. Exactly. So don't let people tell you you're crazy. Don't bury it. Don't put it away. Keep it. Use it for good things. You know, to help people and use the gift you were given. Don't ever be afraid of the gifts you were given. I had so many gifts at one point and I buried them all. I'm trying to wake them all up because I was told the same things that I was crazy. You know, that I can't do that. That's, you know, or it's the devil. It's the devil. It's the devil. It's like, no. The only sin is not to use the gifts you were given. So, yeah, that's all I got with the dream. I will Sunday do the other one because yeah, it's really long. It's like three pages long. And because it was a really doozy of a dream and there's a lot in there. So that'll probably be a whole episode just talking about this dream. I'm going to try to get some cards for you guys and see what's going on. And you're welcome to talk about anything spiritual here at any point in time. If you have any questions. No, you don't want to focus on the negatives. I mean, negatives happen. You can't help that. But you want to focus on your higher self and what's best for you. Okay, you don't want to go back onto the negatives because that will actually push that energy down. Yeah, and in focusing on yourself, when you're true to yourself, you can't be a bad person to anyone else. When you're true, the spirit won't let you be bad to anybody else. Wow. Were you feeling sad when you left your dad? Were you feeling sad? Oh, I love the rain too. Yeah, I'm a water person though. The rain is like amazing to me. Energetic. Okay, this cards are not giving me anything. Let's see. I think they gave me everything earlier. for personal. I started using these cards earlier. Oh, I was a little scared because a little backstory. I had PTSD from him, and I cured, but emailing him back in January, he still hasn't gotten over things. Okay. Okay, yeah, if you're coming out of there sad and you control weather, rain is definitely going to be it. Okay. Yeah, it's not the kids. Sorry for that. Mom and Dad both have their issues. I try not to focus on it anymore. The weather for me is the sun. Good. Good. And you should. You should try to keep faith in yourself always. Okay. Live and let live. No kidding. That's exactly what we're saying. Let people be who they are. It's exactly what we were just talking about. Any more cards? Any more cards? Come on. Yeah, we're already halfway in. Yeah. So is that all I'm getting? Is that all I'm getting? I have so many things I've taken pictures of it. Would take hours to go over them. What I will say is when I was walking home, I almost lost my breath, and then lightning shot behind me. I took a picture of the sun showing right after that happened. Wow. Okay. Okay, ash. Ash is a world tree. It's about magical potency, growth, expansion, prophetic dreams, which is what we were just talking about, higher perspective, spiritual journey, ocean rituals. February 18th through March 17th is a good month for magic. Holds worlds in balance. And it's one of the 3 sacred trees. I have so many things that I've taken pictures of, would take hours to... Okay, you said that already. That's so cool. That never happened to... Oh, wow. Okay. Amber Alert of a tornado on my old phone that never happened a month ago. Wow. Okay, so I guess that's that. But this is what we were talking about. Live and let live. And then magical potency, which would be controlling the weather, growth and expansion, prophetic dreams, which is what I was talking about myself, higher perspective, spiritual journey, which you're on, and yeah, so and that's it. Ash is a tree for Odin and fires. So there we go. Let's see. I show people these things and they don't believe me, but it is okay. I found you to talk to, and I appreciate the card drawing. I've never done this before. That's fine. That's okay. Um, you might want to, start doing cards. They have cards that are like these. I can't remember the name, but these are tarot cards that have the information on what those cards are for. Yes, exactly. And it's not hard to learn. I have memory issues, so sometimes that's why I like going with the written cards, because sometimes I can't remember what the cards are, but usually I'll go by intention, but they have cards that have all the stuff written out to help you learn that. There's places online on YouTube, um, good books that have all the information and different ways to use them. There should be books out there about your gift, and things online about your gift. Look those up, all right, and different ways to practice using that. So look those up and really get into it, because that's a beautiful gift. That really is. Yes, I do. I love my decks, and that one doesn't want to give me anything else. Let's try Lenormand, my short deck. My short deck. This is one of my favorites. Okay, we've got Tower and Anchor. Tower and Anchor. Now, the Tower in Lenormand is not the same as the Tower in Tarot. It has a different meaning. And anchor is basically grounding yourself, getting yourself grounded. So what is this telling me? Okay, Tower and Anchor. Anchor is all about grounding yourself. I know that. It's all about getting secure, getting secure in it. Tower. My brain keeps going back to the Tower in Tarot, and that's not what it is. And the Tower is, let's see, 6 of Spades. So, yeah, you can also get a plain deck of cards and read it like Lenormand cards. So, there's that in there. I'm going to look this up because I cannot remember for the life of me right now. Let's see. Come on. Nope. The Tower is law, government, authority, office, business. Oh, okay. Hospital, loneliness, strength, courage, independence, spine and back. Okay. Structure. It's structure, like the backbone. So anchor and structure together is really good. I don't know if I shared this with you, but I am trans female and I've been practicing voice training. I saw a little more of your description. Okay, that's cool. That is great. Voice training. What kind of voice training, sweetie? Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. All right, that's cool. Feminine voice training. Okay. I know when my son started taking the hormones and everything, his voice automatically went deeper. So, um, now are you doing that? Are you taking like the female? I don't know what they give for female estrogens or. Okay. Okay. I thought that would automatically make your voice start getting higher. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, ship. Good. Travel. Moving. Yeah, I don't really see, I don't know much about how the hormones affect you and everything except for my son because that's what I know from in my life. That he always, you know, that he started growing hair in places he didn't have it and his voice got deeper. Didn't make him taller though. He's still a short shit. Like his mom. Yes, go ahead. Well, somebody's moving or going on a trip. Sailing alone. Oh, New Zealand would be great. New Zealand is beautiful. Oh, that reminds me. I met these guys when I was younger, when I was still with my ex and we owned a computer shop. Uh, that we met some guys from New Zealand who came in to get the computer fixed. They were docked here. They lived on a ship that they were taking from place to place where they were moving all over the world, traveling the world on this ship, and they were fun. These guys were so fun. So, yeah, but that's what that reminded me of. Sorry. Yeah, I was thinking of moving to Ireland, but I've heard some things lately. I don't know about that. I'm going to be very generic because this can be very unpredictable results. When I got out of the hospital, I had to learn how to channel conversations with my mother because she kept trying to get me to go back to the hospital. So basically, they were telling you what to say to your mom? Were the spirits telling you how to talk to your mother? Because they did that to me all the time, telling me what to say. Okay. Oh, okay. Hi, lunatic shipment T6 THA. Hi, thank you for joining us. Is it a bot? Oh, I don't know what streamboo.com is. Okay, how do I get... Wait a minute, what do I do with it? Okay, thank you. Okay. How do I get them off of there? Go away. No, I didn't want to do that either. Get out of here. Get off. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that. So, yeah, I didn't know what Stream Boom whatever is. I've had a couple of people come on with that already. Man. The man. The man. What about the man? He's looking in the other direction. The direction the ship is sailing. Okay. I have to move for the man. Moving into the man. We're tying him to the anchor. He's from the tower. We're tying him to the anchor, taking him out on the ship, and then dropping him in the ocean. I'm just being facetious right now. Don't listen to me. Alrighty, alrighty. Alright, we got another 15 minutes, and I'm just sitting here. Let's see. We'll try my other made myself cards. I am going to start soon doing Pokemon card readings and giving away Pokemon cards. What I'm going to do is open the pack, read the cards, do the reading with the cards that are in the pack. Here's something I do when I say I get coincidences in my life with every single day. When I'm saying channeling, what I'm actually saying is that you can change how you come across to people by saying numbers, by tapping bottles of water, or by just saying it behind your tongue and they can't hear it. This will match whatever the number represents on the zodiac to how you come across. My teacher, I no longer talk to anymore, said it's very dangerous, so I don't do it very much anymore. I don't know how dangerous that would be. I'll have to look into that. I know that words are spells, so you do have to be careful what words you're saying, but if it's not harming you or her in any way, I don't understand how it can be dangerous. Yes, exactly. That's exactly it. You you make things happen by saying them, and that is a manifestation. Right. Right, and that's part of the witch lore is that no harm to none. You do what you do, you be who you are, and you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, no harm to none. You're good. It says look inside. I'm into numbers, so I like hearing that. Yes, I know that not the numbers have numbers do have a lot of meanings, and as you can see on my hand, I the ones that resonate to me, I immediately write them down and go after what they say because I get a lot of messages from the divine that way, from my spirits and ancestors that way. Now that I never thought of using them like that, I'm going to check into that too. Okay, so let's look inside. What are we looking inside? You can also word things in sentences like emails and here, depending how many words I use, that's what they will come across. Huh. You just gave me an idea for my business emails. Use them as spells to make people come to me for business. I like that. I'm going to do that. Definitely going to do that. Are we getting any more out of here? Come on. I feel like I'm sitting here just shuffling cards all night. 1, 2 means confidence. 7 means confidence. Okay, there you go. That is awesome. That is great. That is great. Violet said, so when I said, oh yes, this works with business emails, I had confidence when saying that because 7 means confidence. And that is 7 words. That is awesome. All right. This doesn't want to give me anything anymore either. Just said look inside. So what else we gonna do? What else we gonna do here? Holly last, because she's my lady. I love Holly. Okay. We are doing, what is this? Which book is this one? Sword of Light Oracle is one of my favorite ones. Sure, go ahead. Yes. You know how when people say 42 is the answer to life and everything? Yes, that's from that movie. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is a cute movie. Oh, okay. Okay. That is awesome, actually. Balance is the answer to life and everything. 42 means balance. Balance in disguise. That is awesome. Balance in disguise is the answer to life and everything. Boy, they were hitting that one on the nose. Hi. Okay. Are we going to get a card for this reading? Can you give me a card for this reading, Michael? You can literally know everything. It's best if everyone doesn't know, so that when greatness does happen, it'll mean a lot more. True. True. But I do think that a lot more people need to come into their awakeness to wake up, to for real waking up, so that we can make all the changes we need to make on this earth right now, because it's going in the wrong direction. But I was told by my spirits that we're going from a very masculine world to a feminine one. And that's why we're going through such harsh changes, because we have to literally drop off all of the buildup of masculine stuff before we can get the feminine can come in and take its place. You have to make space. And that is a big thing in life. You have to make space. You have to let go of the old and clear that space in order for the new to come in, because it has to have space to come in and grow. It's like cleaning out all the weeds in a garden so your plants can grow. You know? Michael. Mr. Archangel Michael, with all respect in the world, can we have a card? If I ever got a lot of money, I would keep 9 million and give the rest of it away. $10 million is the threshold of money I found right before someone goes crazy. True. And I mean, winning the lottery, there is a lot you could do to help a lot of people with that money. I can get a lot of homeless off the streets, that's for sure. And my son and I were talking about this, Papa and I were talking about this earlier, that, what were we saying? My brain just went blank on me. Papa and I were talking about this earlier. That if the billionaires of the world were taxed the way they should be taxed, millionaires and stuff were taxed the way they should be taxed, and that tax money was put into these problems, that we would cure these problems so quickly, it would be unreal. For the problems that are created by money. I've been experimenting with that actually, but I can't talk about that right now. Hopefully something happens. Also, I know why these rich people stay rich. They stay rich because they never have to spend their money on nothing. I'm serious. There are so many things out here where rich people get stuff for free. Not the poor people who need it, but the rich people. The haves get more, and the have-nots get nothing. And it's disgusting. When I started talking about, when we started talking about the money and the millionaire and the whole thing, and what I would like to see done with it and how things would change, I actually got lighter in my chest and lost my breath for a second. So there's something with that. Michael, can I have a card, please, for my peoples? I do agree with some of that. I mean, they do need to use it more for, I mean, how much money do you really need to live on? Seriously, how much money makes a good life? The rest of it is overage and needs to go. Go make good life for other people. All right, Michael, you're not going to give me a card. Okay, fine. I do this one? Okay, I do this one. Human Spirit Oracle. All right. Real dirty song just came into my mind about Till You Say Stop. I also apologize if I say a lot of stuff weird or unintentional. I have a very weird mindset about how I live, and it's hard to explain sometimes. No, you don't have, for one, you don't have to explain anything to anybody. You know, you live your life in a way that makes you happy and don't worry about everybody else because it's not up to them. Okay. And you're saying stuff just fine. I'm not worried about it. Stop. Gotcha. Okay. Wake up energy. Here we come. Okay, can I get a card, please? Oh, it's 10 o'clock. 1001. That is beginning and ending. Beginning and ending. Start of transformation. Start of a new cycle, new transformation. Start of a new reawakening. Can I get a card, please, for my people? All right, are we getting a card? Because my readings are over tonight. It's 10 o'clock. One card, please. Can I have one card, please? One card, please. None of my... They don't want to give me cards tonight. I don't know what's going on. Maybe because, you know, we talked about everything they wanted to talk about. We discussed it already. Is that what it is? Okay, so these don't want to give me cards either. So, yeah, I can feel their energy, but they just don't want to put out. I'm going to end it here, Violet. I do this on Wednesdays and Sundays, usually at 8 o'clock. Today was late because I was out with my son. So he's Pop Out 216. My daughter is Boo Boo Bangles. They both do gaming and things like that, and they're very LGBT. I say the letters wrong, but they're very they're safe people. You can talk about this. If you talk about spiritual, they will pick on you, but out of love. Nice to talk to you too. Thank you, Jim. Ah, there's Boo Boo. Thank you. All right, you guys have a great night. Remember, be kind, be bold, be witchy, and blessed be. Love you guys. Good night.